Everybody just close their eyes. I have like a little intro. Okay, alright, picture this. You're driving with your family through Nebraska. Definitely one of the most boring places to pass through. It's hot, a little above 90 degrees, but it feels like 100. You've been sitting in the car for hours on end, in a cramped space, driving to where you need to go. There's nothing to look at but cornfields, one after another. Your family won't turn on the air conditioner because of gas prices, so you have one of the worst headaches you've ever had in your life. You're sitting on a point where frustration can lead to anger with the snap of a finger, and any minor thing will make you mad. You crave something to do, so you reach down to pull out your portable DVD player, hoping to watch a soothing movie, but all the cords are tangled in your bag. No matter how hard you tug, it won't come out. The same thing happens when you decide to give up on the DVD player and instead find your iPod. Your anger is just triggered off, and you feel like throwing your whole bag out the window out of frustration. Alright, you can open your eyes. This is exactly how my sister felt when we went on a family trip out west, but I just sat back and I laughed because I have a PlayStation Portable, and so my entertainment is easy to get to, and I'll show you why. Being owner of 2 PSPs, I know like basically everything about them. There's 2 reasons why you should get a PSP. Number 1, because you'll never have to deal with tangled cords because it is all in one. It'll do everything for you that you need. And the cords are made so that way they won't tangle because they have like magnetic stuff in them, so that way they won't tangle at all. Like they go like opposite of each other, they don't attract. So it'll make sure that they never touch each other. And then also because it has a full range of entertainment that you will never, it'll be almost impossible to get bored. So that's another reason why. Now I'm going to show you. This is exactly what the cord looks like. And no matter what you do, I mean, you can touch them and stuff because it's not strong, but they won't wrap around each other like, I mean, you can do it if you physically do it, but they won't, like if you put them in a bag, you can pull them back out and they'll easily show that they won't tangle up. So that's one advantage with PSP. The other one, everything that's on the screen right now I'm going to project upon. There's no difference. It's just this is going to show up there. So I'm just going to show you right up there. Now, if we go through.
It was working a second ago.
Yeah.
We know it was. There we go. Just takes a
First thing that you can do with a PSP is that you have the ability to have photos, take photos with the camera that you can attach on top, and then you can also store them. So for example, right here, I have these different photos, and like what you can do is if you had a family like event where you took pictures of your like vacation, you can put them in the slideshow, so it show different things, and you put music to it. So if you had like some display that you wanted to show, I just have some Michael Jordan pictures right there. Another thing that you can do is play music. So it's basically an MP3 player too. You just click on it, and then however much space you have on your memory stick, you can play music according, like this one. And then you can have visual players along with it, and that's how you can do pictures with music. Another option is video. You can put any videos on here, and I just quickly put a Family Guy episode on. Quality is really good, but you can also have video. Another thing that you can do with a PSP is play games. So just like a PlayStation 2, for example, you can play just as good quality games that you can on a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3, just because of the screen size and the quality of the screen. And then the last thing that you can do, well not last, there's many things, but the main thing that you can do is internet browser. Same thing as like a computer. You just connect to the internet, which you should, and you can go on any website just like you can on a normal computer. You can browse it, you have a mouse, everything like that, just with a joystick that's on the PSP itself. So that's another option you can have on PSP. The last one that I have that's really, really cool is live TV, because I like to watch sporting events and different things like that. So I can get live TV to my PSP through the internet no matter where I am in the world, as long as I have internet. I'll be able to watch TV from home and change channels and everything, just like your normal Dish Network or satellite TV. And so these are the main things that you can do with a PSP. So you have like a wide range of activities that you can do with it. So it's very, very hard to get be like bored with it. Now, obviously the solution to those problems would be to buy a PSP. That's what you want to do. Now, I have a picture right here to show what life would be like with or without. I have a friend, his name's Keegan Showalter. This is Keegan. Before he had a PSP, he just bought one, which is his right here. Before he bought one, he had to deal with tangled cords, and he'd always go on sporting events or family vacations, and he'd always have to deal with bringing everything that he wanted, like an MP3 player, an iPod, along with a DVD player. and different things like that. And so he'd take the chance of having the cords tangled and also take the higher risk of having something stolen because you can't carry your portable DVD player around with you all the time. But a PSP you can. You can fit in your pocket. It comes with a pouch, everything that you can fit in, so that way you don't have to worry about it getting scratched. So obviously, and plus he also spent a lot of money on just having a portable DVD player separate, and an iPod separate, and a PlayStation separate, so now you can have it all in one for a cheaper price, which I'll explain. But obviously, as you can tell, he's a happy man now that he has a PSP, so it's good to have a PSP. Now also, like in conclusion, like the PlayStation's obviously the best all-in-one machine that you can get. It does many different things, but you want to do it because you want to deal with tangled cords, and you also won't have to like deal with being bored because you'll have so many things that you can do. And for these reasons, you should buy a PSP, and you can pick one up at like any Walmart or Meijer store, anywhere, any retail store in Mount Pleasant has a lot of them, and they have new designs. Like, I'm going to pass these around. This one's a newer PSP, which is why I have two. I have an older one and I have a newer one. The older one, the newer one has more options like the video out, like this does, how we can play it on here. So you can technically take this to any hotel and play your TV at home if you have the TV out, or like the wireless internet with TV like I do at home. So I can actually, if you don't get all the channels at a hotel, technically you can, because I could get all my channels from home, HBO, all that stuff, at a hotel by just plugging it into a TV. So I'll pass these around. I'll start over here. This is the older one. You'll see the difference. The newer one also is a lot slimmer, and which is really nice because it's not as heavy. So being portable, it's nice to have something that's lightweight. And then I knew that price was going to be an issue because obviously if it does so many things, then how expensive is it? So I made this poster right here to like show that it's a lot better. A PlayStation just by itself is $180, and then you have games, which is a wide variety of games, just like PlayStation 2. And those are each $40. You can get a camera to attach on top. I personally don't have it because I'm not one for taking a lot of pictures, but you can have it if you like. And that's for another $40. And then depending on the size of your memory stick, which is nice because like iPods, they have like a fixed amount of memory that you have on them. PSP, you can buy many different memory sticks that are each like 2 gigabytes for like $10. So if you keep getting them, you're not stuck with a fixed amount of memory that you have. You can change it out, bring a whole bunch of memory cards with you, and have so many games and so many pictures, different things like that. So that's nice about a PSP too, is that you don't have fixed memory. Also, it's included for free: music, video, live TV if you want it, and internet. So you come out to a total of $300 right there for everything you would ever need for a PSP. I don't have it all, but everything you would need is right there. On the other hand, now for the other stuff, if you were to buy each of the stuff individually, like for example, a portable DVD player, 5-inch screen, LCD screen, same quality, same thing that the PSP is, already $80. And that doesn't even have the option of putting video out like this in a hotel, for example. iPod separate, I put Nano 4 gigabyte because that's what this memory stick is, a 4 gigabyte. $100, of course it'll play movies and it'll play pictures, that sort of thing, but it doesn't have a dazzling widescreen like the PSP has. So that's what's nice about the PSP. And a PlayStation 2, same quality of games, same variety of games that you can get for a PSP, you can get for a PS2. With just those three options, the three different things that it'll do, this one, and that one, you're already up to $310, more than a PSP. So you're already up to it, and you haven't even included the option of having a digital camera, like how much a digital camera costs, and picture storage, or a laptop if you want to include the internet and live TV that you can get with a laptop. Same thing a PSP does. And with those, you can have over $1,000. So if you think about it, $300 to $1,000 for a handheld you can take anywhere you want instead of all those on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good deal. So before I end, and also the price posters on your handouts that you can see at the top. Before I end, I want to thank Kyrie Hungerford and Kyrie and Keegan Showalter because they let me use their PSPs here right now because one of my PSPs is at home in pieces because I'm doing stuff to it. So I could only bring in my one that I use up here. And then also thank Keegan for his picture up there that he had. So without further ado, any questions?
I know the battery doesn't last long. How long does the battery for the PSP last?
Lasts, like, depending on what you do. It depends if you're watching videos or that sort of thing, but it's usually around 4 or 5 hours. But you can bring, like, car chargers and home chargers, that sort of thing.
In order to get on the internet, you have to be like by wireless internet.
Yeah. You can get, like, you can actually have like a free month of like T-Mobile service, which will have you the same thing anywhere that you want, but it's only for a month, just because it goes to their cell phone company.
Internet doesn't cost extra?
Nope, not at all. Like I just logged onto the schools right there because I searched for it, found it wirelessly, and logged onto it right there.
You're borrowing it.
Borrowing it for now.
It's totally legal.
Yep. This bundle right here for the $180 comes with the PSP, all the manuals, charger, probably a free game, probably a memory stick, like a good 2 GB, maybe 1 GB memory stick. So you have like all the basic stuff that you need, and then you might need to buy further with these. But either way, it will only equal out to $300 total, no matter what. So, all right.
Excellent job, bud. Excellent job.